Hello world. It's Friday, February the 15th, 2019. Present time, 11:27 p.m. It was snowing. It still might be snowing outside. It started coming down here kind of early. Hell, it was probably... It was before noon. Maybe 11 o'clock? Around 10? It was coming down and didn't let up. And now it's a winter wonderland out there. Myself, I quite like this. It's nice in contrast to where I was just a little over a month ago. Reminds you, hey, it gets cold in some places. You gotta put on your coat, wear your boots, put on the gloves. I put in a bit more time today on Yeti Eater stuff. I still feel like I'm moving pretty slowly with it, but it's still progress. Sometime soon, I'd like to open things up a little bit. That way other people can see what I've been working on. And they can critique what I've done. It's bad. It's bad, it's barely functional. But it's enough right now to at least get some of the data that I need and just put it up in one spot. That's really the goal. Take data from these disparate sources and just put it up in one place where I can just reach out and touch it. Instead of having to go here and then there and over here and... Step one, bring it all together. I'll show you what I've been doing. I played badminton this evening, roughly 5 o'clock. Other than that, it was work, got off, I left around 3, and I walked downtown. Bumped into a guy I know. He's the kitchen manager at Teller's, a bar over here. I've talked about Teller's before. And met another guy named Jacques. Bummed the smoke off of him. Showed the guy at Acme what had happened with my sticker. I was asking him, like, hey, what happened here? There's this strange thing that happens near the edge. And his explanation was more or less what I expected. You know, it has to do with vectors versus rasters. And transparency levels. That would kill it. So I'll chalk it up as a lesson learned. It's a minor detail, but it's something that bugged me a bit. What else? Had Chinese food tonight. I haven't had Chinese food for it's been a minute. It's probably like the second time since coming back up here that I've had Chinese food. The restaurant we went to tonight was one I'd been before, and it's so-so. But it's fun. I ate. Anyways, let me do this reading thing. Hey, that's strange. It's like... There we go. It hadn't updated for whatever reason. I'm gonna jump right in. The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. Through the enchanting story of an entrepreneur, an artist, and their eccentric billionaire mentor, the 5 a.m. Club from 2018 shows how embracing a revolutionary morning routine can deliver epic results. It explains how you can use the first hour of your day to drive personal growth and get the most out of life. Who should read this? Those who feel they could try and get more out of the day. People who want to achieve great things in life. And anyone in need of an energizing and positive morning routine. Who wrote the book? Robin Sharma is one of the world's top leadership gurus and the best-selling author of The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. He has helped millions of people to become better leaders, improve their productivity, and lead better lives. What's in it for me? Learn how to take charge of your morning and enhance your life. Once upon a time, there was a billionaire. He'd reached the true elite, achieving epic results in both professional and personal spheres. He was a man who would leave a legacy for the world. But the secret to his success was a surprising one. He attributed his success not to his natural talents, nor to the hours he had invested in his work. He attributed it to a revolutionary morning routine, built around rising at 5 a.m. and following a little-known formula designed to turbocharge his mental focus, build his physical fitness, and encourage him to be his best self and day out. With this book, you too can join the 5 a.m. Club. You can learn how to rise each day and embrace the solitude, silence, and lack of distraction the early hours of the morning can offer. Read on, and you'll learn how true elite performers in all walks of life get ahead by making the most of a time of day that others use to sleep, waste time watching the news, or browse social media. In these blinks, you'll learn why freedom from distraction helps you to achieve better results, why slowing down your brain through transient hypofrontality is so important, and how to build the routine of an elite performer. A chance meeting drew a disillusioned entrepreneur and a frustrated artist to the secrets of the 5 a.m. Club. This is the fictitious tale of a curious group of people, a depressed entrepreneur in need of revitalization, a frustrated artist trying to refuel his creativity and develop a legacy, and a billionaire with a string of successes behind him and a desire to pass on the knowledge of how to live an extraordinary life. The three met at a personal optimization conference addressed by a legendary business guru, the Spellbinder, someone renowned for his ability to weave magic and captivate his audience with the power of his insights. The billionaire approached the entrepreneur and the artist after the Spellbinder's speech had finished, but they didn't know that he was a billionaire. The billionaire was disguised as a poor man, a habit he had developed to remind himself that money isn't everything. The only clue to his actual wealth was his expensive watch. The impoverished-looking billionaire told the two that he'd made a fortune thanks to the Spellbinder, who taught him that while many people wish that extraordinary things will happen to them, truly elite performers learn that they can make extraordinary things happen themselves. The entrepreneur and the artist became more and more curious about this mysterious man who talked like he was a guru himself. They listened as the billionaire explained how the Spellbinder, who in fact was the billionaire's personal mentor, had taught him one thing that was more important than anything else. What was it? That the most reliable way to generate the best results in your personal and professional life is to build a world-beating morning routine. Being a generous man, the billionaire made an incredible offer. If the entrepreneur and artist wanted to come hang with him at his beach house in Mauritius, he would teach them the secrets of a world-class morning routine. All they needed to do was meet the next morning at 5 a.m. The entrepreneur and the artist were a little skeptical the next morning, but it started to soften when a chauffeur-driven Rolls-Royce collected them and delivered them to a hangar containing a sleek, ivory-colored private jet, which bore the logo 5AC. The entrepreneur asked the chauffeur what the logo meant, and he explained that it stood for the 5 a.m. Club. And so began their journey toward understanding a revolutionary morning routine and a whole new outlook on life with the potential to transform everything for the better. The solitude and enhanced brain state that you'll experience at 5 a.m. will help you perform like the elite. Early the next morning, the billionaire told the entrepreneur and artist how getting up at 5 a.m. was the way he had learned to escape mediocrity and achieve greatness. Getting up at 5 a.m. had promoted his creativity, doubled his energy, and tripled his productivity. How? Well, the billionaire told them, many true greats throughout history, from novelist John Grisham to composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, have understood that the isolation that comes from getting up at 5 a.m. has a multiplying effect. All of us have limited mental capacity or cognitive bandwidth, and throughout the day, our attention is given to more and more things: work, the news, interaction with others, and social media. Our bandwidth gets used up by all these, so by lunchtime, we can't really concentrate on anything at all. By constantly shifting our focus from one thing to another, we give nothing enough attention. But if you get up at 5 a.m., you have a golden opportunity to focus on one high-value activity without your brain getting distracted. This focus is further enhanced by the concept of transient hypofrontality, which means, in a nutshell, that at 5 a.m. you are well placed to achieve a state of flow in your thinking. That's because, the billionaire explained, when you are enjoying a peaceful 5 a.m. start, the brain's prefrontal cortex, which handles rational thought, temporarily shuts down. So your tendency to analyze, stress, and worry about things is impaired. At the same time, the peace of daybreak stimulates the production of the neurotransmitters dopamine and serotonin. The result? You naturally enter a state of flow, of being fully energized, focused, and in the zone. Flow is the elite mindset that all top performers, from violinists to scientists, inhabit in their finest moments. So you'll find that if you get up at 5 a.m., you'll be more focused and more productive for the entire day. If you want another reason why joining the 5 a.m. club is a good idea, consider this. To get the results of the top 5% of elite performers, you need to do what 95% of entrepreneurs, artists, and other people are unwilling to do. Most people aren't willing to get up at 5 a.m., so if you are, you have a huge competitive advantage. 5 a.m. is the time of least distraction, highest human glory, and greatest peace. History makers capitalize on their talents, avoid distraction, achieve every day, and master themselves. On a dazzling morning in Mauritius, the entrepreneur, the artist, and the billionaire gathered by the sea. A school of squirrelfish swam through the crystal clear waters. In this beautiful setting, the billionaire recounted the 4 focuses of the great history makers. Firstly, he said, the greatest people are defined not by their natural talent, but by the extent to which they capitalize. According to the billionaire, self-discipline and perseverance always trump talent and giftedness. So rather than thinking you don't have what it takes, capitalize on the gifts you've got to make a difference. Secondly, the billionaire explained, freedom from distraction is key. Too many people today waste hours on addictive but hollow technology and social media. If you want to win, you need to focus, simplify, and concentrate. That means becoming a purist, concentrating on a few amazing work projects rather than many good ones. And in day-to-day life, It means stripping out everything that distracts you from a relentless focus on what's most important. So turn off your notifications and cancel pointless meetings that are taking you away from activities that really add value. Gain a distraction-free hour each morning to focus on what's important by joining the 5 a.m. club. Thirdly, the truly great understand the power of day stacking. That means that small things done daily are way more important than big things done once in a while. Consider enhancing one ability or skill by just 1% every day. It's a small change, but over a year it amounts to a 365% improvement. Finally, the billionaire shared the final focus of history makers: personal mastery practice. According to psychologist Anders Ericsson, a person must invest at least 2.75 hours of daily practice in a skill for 10 years for the first signs of an elite level of mastery to appear. So if you want to master yourself, you should spend your first hour each morning working deeply on you, your mindset, and also your approach to health, spirituality, and love. The entrepreneur and artist now understood much more clearly how the truly elite stay ahead. So the billionaire said it was time to take things to the next level. It was time for them to understand how to cultivate their best selves. Dedication and discipline beats brilliance and giftedness every day of the week. Giving attention to each of the 4 interior empires will allow you to master yourself and your chosen field. How often, asked the billionaire, have you heard a guru talk about improving your mindset? We hear time. Think optimistic thoughts and you'll improve your life. But, the billionaire, strolling along a white sand beach, what these gurus don't tell you is that your mindset is just one of 4 interior empires. If you're only working on your mindset, you're ignoring your health set, your heart set, and your soul set. That's like only polishing 25% of a picture. Your heart set is your emotional life and well-being. It's important because even with a world-class mindset, you can't deliver intellectually if your emotional life is a mess. As Sigmund Freud noted, unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive, and they will come forth later in uglier ways. So focus on a healthy heart set, and you'll soon feel the difference. Next, give your health set, your physical health, some attention. One of the key ways to get ahead in life is longevity. As the billionaire jokingly pointed out, you can't be a titan of industry if you're dead. Committing to optimal fitness allows you a couple of extra ultra-healthy and productive decades to build a greater legacy. What's more, elite performers realize that every day becomes far better with exercise. It ignites your energy, dissolves your stress, and expands your joy. Another interior empire to cultivate. Your soul set, the billionaire explained, is your spirituality. Too often, everyday life pulls us toward the superficial and the material. So take some time in the quiet moments of the early morning to remember who you truly are. Bond with the hero inside of you. In the silence of the dawn, meditate on what you have to offer the world. Focus on your soul set, and you'll reconnect with the very best part of yourself. The entrepreneur remarked that this framework really changed his perception of himself, leading him to ask how he could use the first hour of the day to effectively apply it. The billionaire replied, telling him that he was ready to hear about the 20-20-20 formula, but not in Mauritius, but in the eternal city, Rome. It was time to be inspired by the passion of the Roman people, the city's architecture, and its divine food. The 20-20-20 formula ensures that waking up at 5 a.m. generates incredible results. Standing in the square at the bottom of Rome's famous Spanish steps, the billionaire, the entrepreneur, and the artist took in their surroundings. "It's time," the billionaire said, "to learn how you can transform your creativity, performance, utility, wealth, and productivity. Just rising at 5 a.m. alone won't do it. You could rise at 5 a.m. and waste an hour scanning social media and checking messages, but that won't optimize your day. What will is the 20-20-20 formula that says you use 20 minutes to move, 20 minutes to reflect, and 20 minutes to grow. The first step is to move, to perform vigorous exercise for 20 minutes. What's really important is to make yourself sweat. That's because sweat gets rid of cortisol, the hormone of fear. Sweat generates the protein BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which repairs brain cells and accelerates the formation of new neural connections. So, by sweating for 20 minutes, it literally means you'll think faster. Then, make 5:20 to 5:40 a.m. the time for reflection, or the period of deep peace and solitude. Before the complexity of the day emerges, reflect on what is most important to you. In an age of distraction, of constant notifications and messages, you'll be amazed what visions, dreams, and inspiration drift into your mind when you have a few moments of silence to yourself. Write these thoughts in a journal. Commit your current ambitions, the things you're grateful for in your life, and your frustrations and disappointments to paper. Doing so will help you understand your vision and let go of toxic, negative energies. Take a few minutes to meditate. Research shows that meditation helps lower cortisol, reducing your stress. It's a proven way to stay calm, and the great performers of the world are always calm. Now it's time for the last 20 minutes of your first hour. Here, you need to grow. So take 20 minutes to learn. Study the lives of great achievers by reading their biographies. Learn about human psychology. Watch documentaries on innovation, or listen to audiobooks about business building. One thing every billionaire has in common is a love of learning. So there you have it, a perfect morning routine to make the hour your own and become a true member of the 5 a.m. club. Embracing sleep and the twin cycle of elite performance is essential to maximizing the potential of the 5 a.m. club. As the city of Rome slowly came to life, the billionaire, entrepreneur, and artist ventured down into the depths of the city. As they descended down a dark and dusty tunnel, the billionaire announced that they were in the catacombs, underground passages used as burial grounds by the ancient Romans. The artist asked why they were there, and the billionaire explained that they were surrounded by people in a centuries-old slumber, so it was an appropriate place to discuss the importance of deep sleep. Research has shown that sleep is one of the key factors in predicting life expectancy. How you spend the last hour of your day is almost as important to peak performance as how you spend the first. Too many people today are in a state of sleep deprivation, driven by technology. Research shows that the blue light emitted by our devices reduces levels of melatonin, the chemical that induces sleep. Being in front of a screen before sleep will prevent you from sleeping properly, so turn off your technology no later than 8 p.m. Spend the rest of the evening talking with loved ones, meditating, having a relaxing bath, or reading, and go to bed no later than 10 p.m. That way, you can truly maximize the value of your 5 a.m. time. Sleeping isn't the only important way to rejuvenate yourself. In fact, a key to top performance over time is to oscillate between periods of passionate, focused work at the highest levels and periods of time for deep refueling through relaxation, recovery, and fun. It's a process that the billionaire calls the twin cycle of elite performance. Growth happens not just in the performance phase, but also in the recovery phase. If you want to understand why, said the billionaire, talk to a farmer. He'll tell you that there is always an intense period of tilling soil, planting crops, and serious work. But after that is the fallow season. The fallow season might look like a period of rest. It looks like nothing's happening. But really, it's the fallow season, in which the soil is resting and replenishing its nutrients. That predicts how well crops are really going to blossom. Some of us don't like to embrace the rest part of the twin cycle. The entrepreneur recognized this, saying that if he isn't working, he feels guilty. But, as the billionaire replied, balance is important. So don't just work. Embrace rest, relaxation, and fun, safe in the knowledge that it's a key part of elite performance. Final summary. The key message in this book. The first hours of the day are where heroes are made. If you want to master your life, start by owning the mornings. Freedom from distraction at 5 a.m. will allow you to build your creativity, maximize your fitness, and protect your serenity in an age of complexity. Actionable advice. Set your alarm clock half an hour fast and trick yourself into getting up at 5 a.m. Firstly, buy an alarm clock. Technology is distracting and should never be in the bedroom. Once you've got a nice old-fashioned clock, set it half an hour fast. Set yourself an alarm for 5:30 a.m. That way, when you wake up the next morning, you're tricking yourself into thinking you're getting up later. When the alarm goes off, jump out of bed immediately, before the weaker part of your character can come up with reasons to stay under the duvet. What to read next? My Morning Routine by Benjamin Spell and Michael Zander. As you've just discovered, an early morning routine can be an incredibly powerful way to bring new focus, productivity, and creativity into your life. So why not dive a little morning routines of some of the world's most successful people? In My Morning Routine from 2018, Benjamin Spall and Michael Zander provide a practical guide for would-be early birds. Drawing on their interviews with 64 high-flying individuals, they set out how finding an effective routine for the early hours of the morning can change your whole day for the better. So say no to living in fear of the alarm clock. Wave goodbye to the snooze function. Embrace your morning and improve your life. Whoa. Okay, it is working. To be fair, I don't think everybody needs to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But the things that they talk about, establishing routine, exercise, reflection, and some time for personal growth, they're all important. All right. Daniel. Good evening to you, Daniel. How are you? My Friday was... it's pretty good. Nothing crazy. It's good to be winding down. What was that recommended reading? I think it was called My Morning Routine. Right. Double checking. My Morning Routine by Paul. It's good to spend a part of the day for yourself. Yeah. Believe me, I get plenty of time for my own things, though. Especially right now, as I spent most of this work week just working on my personal stuff. And not feeling really guilty about it, because it's part of it. I mean, it's just part of the game. I'm getting paid to learn. So I'm working on things that will free up my time in the future so that I can work more effectively while I'm there. And meanwhile, building up some skills. Hard skills that'll help. It's not completely unrelated. It's actually useful shit. Yeah. What have you been up to lately? Yeah, I've got these two things pulled up and I don't know what I want to do with them. It's these two video sequences and I don't know what I want to do with them. No idea. Let's see. This was from the 17th, which is still... oh, in fact, I haven't finished all of my work yet. Let's see if there's something that's about to fall off. Have you looked at the spreadsheet recently? I've been working on it. Little by little. Let's see where we're at. update, things start shifting around. Let's see about this. The school music videos. Found your new favorite song. No, I'm bed at 6 a.m. because your sleep schedule is kind of altered, but good nonetheless. Dude, for some reason I didn't realize you were still in school. I had this, like, this notion, image in my head that you were just kind of drifting around trying to figure out your next step, but not actually in school. So it's good to know that I was wrong. Okay, what on earth? There's something wrong with these timestamps. Why would that be the case? Why would that be the case? That these are so off. So if we take this plus this, that's really weird. These, I think, are times that I manually punched in. Just another year left. Come the next few months. Nice. What did I edit from it? What changes did I make? One thing I did is I added some color coding. That way you can get a visual, very quick, at a glance, hey, is there, what's still able to be touched on the really, and I'll continue to build that out further because the color coding is useful. Okay, I think I know what at least part of the problem is. 18, 19, 19. Okay. I don't actually know yet. I'm still trying to find out. Gardner's multiple intelligences. I'm familiar with this idea that there are multiple types of intelligence, but I don't get much deeper than that. Okay, for some reason, I fused by somebody else's timestamp. I must have been pretty tired when I did this. 22:55. I don't think this is stuff that I punched in today. I probably looked at it and assumed it was all good, and that should have fixed it. So I'm going to go back here now, closing off this old one, put on the headphones, and I should see it coming together. Yeah, we'll put it right there. 45:15. Happy belated Valentine's Day. Thank you. Right back at you. I had some fun. Maybe not as fun as I would have liked, but hey, I haven't put in enough effort in order to get what I really would like. And that's okay. No homo, bro code. Thank you. I feel so much more relaxed now. For a moment, I was worried. In the morning on Valentine's Day, there was some folks coming around the office with like a tray, not a tray, a dolly, and a whole bunch of little boxes. I think it was chocolate-covered strawberries in these boxes. And they were not just handing them out willy-nilly, but like giving them to some people who had received some. I thought, oh, that's nice. Dairy milk chocolate bar. Okay. Not bad. All the way in Brazil. Is it Swinny? Daylight edition. I'm gonna keep on cutting a few since I'm sitting here and everything is working and I'm pleased, and I think that there's nothing going on as far as the highlights here. Chocolate covered strawberries, they're good. I noticed that some people cut off the tops of the strawberries completely, and in the past I wouldn't do this, but now I eat them. I started eating the entire thing. A little bitterness never hurt anybody. Oh, okay, that's a really smart tool to use too, just to get through it faster. There we go. I may as well just cut a couple of things. Since I'm here and I made it really easy, I could just cut a bunch, but actually no, it's fine. I cleared a couple of days, so there's a slight buffer, and that's good enough. Creating a slight buffer. Maybe I'll cut a couple, or just call it good. You miss Paul? I miss Paul too. It's funny, I haven't missed him too much, you know, but I still think about him from time to time. It's not nearly as bad as it was during that first semester. During that first semester, there were times where I just wouldn't want to do anything. Just be like, fuck, I miss Paul. God, I miss my little dog. I miss everything. I'm miserable. Whereas over here, I think I talked about it the other day when it did happen. Like I parked my car at the office one morning, and I got out, and I thought momentarily of Paul. I thought, I hope he's doing well. I miss him. And then I went inside. Yeah. You know what? I should put this down inside of my calendar, if it's not in it already. I want to get more shit down on my personal calendar. It's something that, dude, for years I've known that I should use my calendar more, right? And I eventually I just started putting a couple of things on it here and there, just little ticklers, reminders to myself, hey, you need to take, this is the day the garbage is supposed to be out. This is the day the recycling is supposed to be out. Get your hair cut, you know, go mow the grass, that type of shit. And I could get away with that because I didn't have much structure around the rest of my life beyond just, okay, there's a house, you're occupying this house, figure out how to use the rest of your time. But having the calendar is quite useful. So I think that, oh yeah, actually I put a note here. On the 17th of May, the residence halls close for the spring semester. So the last day that I can get out, my housing contract then ends essentially with the close of, like, on the 16th, I should have all of my things ready to go, such that, like, the morning of the 17th, that Friday, at the latest, I can just get out of here. This is assuming I don't have anything even more exciting to look forward to on the 17th onwards. But there's still some time between now and then. We've got February to March, March to April, and April to May. So a solid 3 months available to plan. Which means that I really need to get my passport renewal submitted. That should be this weekend's thing. I've got to get new paperwork together for the passport. The one thing that's going to slow me down there is getting a photo. I need to get a passport photo done. Hopefully tomorrow the streets are somewhat clearer. They ought to be. I'm going to go take a look at the blinds real quick, actually. Wow, it's a winter wonderland out there. The snow is no longer falling, but yeah, it's everywhere. So definitely get the passport going. Need to start looking into travel again. I want to book this this big one. That way I can get it down on my calendar. So the plan is to, go spend a little bit of time back home. I'll want to take a look, see if there's anything interesting. Look forward to over there. Yeah. It is quite simple. Artificial intelligence. Economy. Hey Daniel, you code too, yeah? Are you in the programming special interest group? I want to drop some code. I want to push some. Start getting it up there. It's really bad. I don't know where to begin, man. I don't understand your statement. They BIOS entered command prompt into CD drive. You know some, but not enough? That's good. It's a good place to start. I think that everybody that programs will say, hey, I know something, but there's always more out there. It's one of those industries where you have a lot of people that are feeling that feel like they're up against a brick wall. Even folks that are getting paid to do this. Excuse me. There we go. Good attitude. Yeah, I feel like I've barely done anything outside of just... Anyways, I want to study this thing a little bit more. Just instead of looking at it from this like number crunching perspective, just kind of approaching it as a layperson. And my thoughts so far. The only thing I care about as a layperson is really this date field. Like date, and I hardly care about the times and stuff. Maybe if there's, I add this condition, like if there's, I don't even know, man. It's a weird one. I don't even know how I want to skin this cat. This Twitch VOD thing is confusing. It's just confusing. I have no idea what to make of this Twitch VOD thing. Oh, I see what it's doing. It's just allowing you to play from the thing. Okay, so we give this a little bit of logic. If it's blank, then say no video ID, else concatenate that. That's not enough. So if that's blank, no video ID. All right. And if it's not blank, then let's nest another if statement. It's going to be really, really slow with a lot of records, but I think it'll be okay. I know you want to avoid nesting ifs, but we'll worry about that later. Really. Actually, no. Yes, no, fuck this. Yes, yes. And if this one is blank, this saved on Twitch deal. If that's blank, then we output. Then we output the original. Else, we will output this other one. And this is one of those things where it would be nice to actually be able to share my screen while continuing to talk with you, because this is fine. This is so safe to share. I want to share this. I want to share this, but so far with my private testing, I found that if I try to share my laptop screen and continue miking from here, it all goes to shit. And I have no idea why. Maybe these little Netgear mobile Nighthawk mobile routers just aren't really good. I don't know. So far no go. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyhow. We'll fix the many visible playback bugs. Radio signals affects CMOS, BIOS, strong radio signals. All computers have them. BIOS wasn't passworded. Password your BIOS. How did you catch them? You said something about the first line you said was they BIOS entered command prompt into CD drive, and you lost me with that first one. Audio plus laptop screen. Yeah, okay, so there's one way to do it, Daniel. The one easy way to do this is to switch over to the laptop's mic and show laptop screen concurrently, And, you know, that will work. I think that will work. But I would like to keep the iPhone going still, right? And I would also like the flexibility of being able to switch back over to the iPhone on a whim, just by pushing a button. Reason being, you know, maybe I just wanted to show one little thing very, very quickly on my screen and then switch back over. Like, okay, fuck it, let's do this live, see how badly it breaks. Whoa, it's so weird. I'm actually looking at the image and I can see these lines across my face and all this weirdness going on with the light coming through. Oh, that's cool. Anyways, whatever. OBS. Let's see if it breaks. So I've just opened up OBS on my laptop, and I'm going to go onto the remote, my broadcasting rig, and select the source MacBook. And so far it looks like it's still holding up. Okay, phone mic only. That's all I want. And all right, let's see if it works. It might actually work. Right, transitioning over, and it looks like everything is still holding up. Yeah, you can see it's like it's quite jerky over here. And the MacBook, is this muted? MacBook. I can't see this because there's just not enough space here. See? I hope it's muted. Okay, now it should be muted. So doubly safe. But you can hear me okay, yeah? Because if you can hear me okay, I guess we'll just keep rolling like this for a bit. Alright, so this works. You can see it's consuming some CPU time. I'm always curious about the stats. Hello, hi, welcome. Skipped frames due to, holy shit, due to encoding lag. That was really, wow, holy shit, that's bad. Loud and clear, good. Alright, excellent. What about now? 17.1. Now, okay, it goes down. Really drops it. Everything's okay now, right? No, it's still shit. Look at this. What is this, dude? I don't understand why it's so bad. Like, it's just... That's really disappointing. Like, holy fuck, it's dropping so much. How is it possible for it to drop that much? And you can see me here still. Hey, oh, okay, cool. This shit's working. Alright. So, I guess let me show you what I just did. I committed a very small change over to this column. Alright, we went from... What is happening? Just take a look. Take a look. Try to understand what is happening, you know? Just relax and take notes for a bit. So we had this very simple thing. Right, if you go over here, that says no video ID, and that's because if Q2 is blank, then it's going to read out. If logical expression, then the value of true. Else, else value of false. And the logical test here is this cell blank. Oh, face cam? No, I don't know what. Don't worry about it. Let's disable this for an hour. Wow, everything changed. Sorry about your eyes. I'm mostly just sorry for my own eyes. This is painful. So instead of this, we added a little bit more complexity, and you'll see it still says no video. I guess it's not working, right? But the real magic here is to first locate something where we have something saved on Twitch, like this one, and then head over to Twitch VOD. And what we've done here, in the past it would have shown this video ID inside of this field. Instead we have this updated one, which corresponds with the column saved on Twitch. So we should actually call this, like, instead of saved on Twitch question mark, it should be Twitch archive. And then the highlighted column is essentially going to go away too. Because, like, look at this. All Alright, it looks like I have a good number of these highlights. I've used this a good number of times. In total, we're looking at 128 entries. The color coding in green. Yeah. The color coding is really useful, man. And I know I'm a little behind. Look at this. Look how ugly this is. Look how many tabs. I should close some of this shit. But, you know, Twitch archive. This is what we care about. This thing, this highlighted flag is kind of silly. Because here you see these two are identical. The video ID on Twitch is identical. And, oh, there's one more problem though. There's one problem with my logic. See, if I do this, what? What? Get out. Are you kidding? Alright, sorry. I have to go back out to this view. Blanks. We're gonna go back up here. So we're like way up here at the really beginning. I did this thing. So breaking this down again, the first test was to see if Q6 was blank. And if it was blank, then we would return the value no video ID. Yeah, huh. Okay. I don't know how I want to handle the old links. It's not too important. Okay, let me not worry about that right now. Instead, getting back over to these, let's kill off this column. It's unnecessary. So, highlighted, this indicates that this is actually the highlighted bit. So, in this one, we're talking Hong Kong. If I go over to this Twitch VOD, and I'm just gonna click the GUI driven, then what you'll see is you're not going to hear it because it's going to play back through my headphones. But what you'll see is hello? What the flying fuck? Why is it freaking out so hard? Hey, you see me and boom. Here's the sequence. Why is my mouth going so fast? Man, no wonder people asked if I was on drugs. So, yeah, Daniel, you said that you looked at this spreadsheet, so I'm surprised that you're like, holy shit, everything's so well organized. Yeah. I think this is maybe a little intimidating for some folks, people that don't have a lot of experience working with spreadsheets, for example. So this one-click highlighter thing, I don't even want to really deal with this. You see, this is fairly complex. There's quite a bit going on in here, but we'll keep that hidden. So this whole highlighted thing, it's not as important as the data here. It's really all about this, right? And sometimes we're gonna have the same IDs here as over here. This is really, this is like the initial airing. And then from there on out, things change. Look at how anal I am. It's got to be all standardized. And yeah, I'll fix this up eventually too. I'm just playing. I don't really care that much. So we have Twitch VODs. This is interesting. Like this whole entire column, wrong, all wrong. Like why do we have these numbers? And just to be sure that this is the same stuff, let me see a little bit of this. Equals. This is equal to this. Like I'm learning about shit all the time here. False, it says. Why are these two not the same? Right, equals. So instead I say equals text. Converts a number into text according to a specified format. What if I don't have a format in here? I don't think the format is. I don't think the format is optional. If I do this, I get NA because I can't return anything from here. Okay, well, anyways, we can just confirm manually, right? Like these must be different values entirely. The one, it's just whenever you're dealing with strings and integers and all these these formats, things get really messed up pretty quickly. So I'm just doing like a quick visual inspection. These are all the same. Everything inside of this column is exactly what appears over here. So instead of having this messed up column, let's just pull all of this over into this, whoops, not highlighted, but actually this Twitch archive thing. Because these are all video IDs. Wow, that broke on me, okay. These are all video IDs, and this whole entire thing we can build out easily. I don't even worry about this column. It's just copy pasta. So this highlighted flag I really don't care about. 30, 42, 53, 51, easy money. And then I wonder about ones like this. Right, the flag says highlighted, yes, but what this is, I played the Final Fantasy VII main theme piano collections version, and I highlighted it, but I didn't actually note things from the original broadcast ID. Like if we go over to this, shit. Again, it's not actually this, but this will work. It will take us to the right place, more or less. I don't know if we can play. Actually, we should be able to play from here. In fact, this may actually be better. This is a nice thing, having this manager, because from here you get one click to download. One click to download, and I am a little curious about this downloading, like the actual action that will be performed here. So if we look here and I say download, what's actually happening? It starts preparing, right? And eventually it's gonna pull something up. Okay, see, it's doing this thing. It's making these requests. Periodically making these requests. And I'm not going to show this entire dealio. Instead, I'm going to look at the response. Cancel, because I only have so much bandwidth over here. But here we go. So, video ID, download URL, transmuxing status code equals 0. So it's all about this. Okay, it does need some time to do the thing. Alright, I'm not going to worry about this yet. The downloading part is a whole other can of worms. We'll touch this on a later date. It's going to be important because if we come all the way up to, okay, we're filtering for highlighted equals yes. Let's get rid of this filter. If we get all the way up here and look down at this, you see I've got this entire block of these road tripping things. All this. So during that little road trip that I took, I ended up with 108 video sequences. This whole entire thing. Like, big, right? And I need to be able to download, with very little intervention, download 108 video sequences, and then the next step is going to be, again, more shit that I don't know how to do yet. But I've got this, more or less this game plan about how I want to attack it. It's like an anomaly detection problem, and I need to figure out what are my good video frames, what's my good audio. Actually, fuck the audio. It's just, what are my good video frames? Like, quite literally, I don't really care about the audio. It's going to be garbage audio. Yeah, Daniel, so you say 108, can you not condense them? Yeah. Like, that's the reason why I want to pull every single last one is because I want to make a hyperlapse. But I can't do it with the raw footage. If I try doing it with the raw footage from these, it will be completely unwatchable. And it's not gonna, like, have you looked at any of these videos? They're so bad. They're so bad as to be, it just makes me look like I have no idea what I'm doing. You know, and I think I lost a pretty good number of people because, because like, look at the notification spam that fired off, right? You know, like, it started off at 11:43, and then at 15 minutes later, you get a notification. Then, okay, you get another notification from me 3.5 hours later, another one half an hour later, an hour later. It just kept going, and the second day was even worse. You know, like, I lost people because of this, but I really don't care. It was more comedic than anything, and besides, my numbers they're not real. You know, like, a lot of it's just bullshit, and like, there are real people out there who actually follow. Like, hi Kussah, how you doing? And there's also a lot of bullshit. So I'm happy to shed some dead weight. You know, it's okay. It's all good. So anywhere we have a yes, I could do this manually. There's only so much, right? So I may as well just take a little walk down memory lane, and meanwhile you get to see just the sheer insanity of what I've been throwing up here. Like, there's a lot of shit here. So I think these are, like, every single one of these, literally every single one of these is highlighted. If it's got a yes here, that means I did it. So, like this one, for example, How Perfectionists Can Get Out of Their Own Way by Alice Boys. I don't know where that is, but if I go and search here, what do you know? There's a video result. Hey, that's me. That's me. And all I care about is this sequence of numbers. So that's it. I just wanted that. Yeah, now we're at the beginning. You know, this is the beginning of this brave new world of Yeti Eaters content. So there's definitely some trash here. Looking at things like, and look at this. There's a good number of videos I don't have the IDs for. I'm not even going to worry about it. In fact, look, instead of doing all this, let me do this tonight. In order to make this easier, if I wanted to make this easy for just anybody to come and attack, I'd hide this. This is a junk column. Like, I don't need that for sorting. This local recording, hide, because, like, I don't have anything locally. This out time, I need to figure out what these few missing ones are. I need to hunt them down, but we would hide this. And now it starts to get a little cleaner, right? We're looking at, in fact, you don't care about UTCs and offsets anyways. You don't need to look at this stuff. All you need to care, all people that are working with this data need to worry about are dates. And actually this date is a little more complex than what it looks like on the surface. It's formatted. Okay, well, I guess this is because the column's not fully expanded, but I want it to look really simple. I don't want it to be scary looking. See this? This is just literally just drawing from here, and it's just got its own formatting on it in order to make it just a time. This took way too long to figure out, by the way. Just this, like getting this digested properly. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but hey, you want to see how easy it is now to make a highlight? Okay. So let's get to the really bottom of all this crap. We're looking for the N of green and looking for this. So here we have our first video sequence that doesn't have a Twitch archive, right? And I see it's green. Green is go. I'll show you how I did the green later too. It's kind of fun. So green is go. Hey, there's this one-click highlighter. Do you see this? One-click highlighter. Well, I can't just click on it. Unfortunately, I can't just click on it. Not yet. But I can copy, open a new tab, and paste. And in this case, all I'm trying to do is archive the entire broadcast. Well, it selected 24 hours. The actual video sequence isn't 24 hours. It's only 5 minutes and 5 seconds. It crapped out, right? But that's good. I still want it. And in order to keep this, like, feed the data back into the system, again, I'm just interested in this ID right here. The titling is done for me. It's fed in using data that appears inside of this cell. And just to show you again with the next one, because I'm here. Hey, look at that. An hour 44 minutes. Cool, let's make a highlight. Alright. Let me pull that here. And there we go. And I'm going to, look, Yeti eater shit. Okay, instead of using this, I'm going to go ahead and grab my phone and hit this. Be back to where I wanted it. Right? No, maybe. I can't tell yet. Holy fuck, how far behind is my other thing right now? Exit. Hopefully that helps things along a bit. I'm gonna assume everything's working. Just like judging by this, everything should be working. Right? Okay, I've got that showing the right thing. I've got the red border over here. We should be good. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for for watching my my little, I don't even know what to call it. Like, that's just what it was. This is the, like, hey, I'm gonna pull you through this thing with me so you can understand. Sometimes you have to see it to really understand what I'm working on. And this isn't new. This is the continuation of work that's been going on for a long time. I mean, like, the channel in its present form has been in the making for a solid year now. I say a solid year, but of course there was like a 3-4 month hiatus. And this is just the beginning. Because what I'm showing you tonight, as far as just the ability to copy and like Control-C, Control-T, Control-V, enter, click, click, copy, paste. That's only the first step. You know, there are going to be more steps, but it's an important first step because it means that you can go from this thing that normally would take it was taking way too long. I was spending, like, after I got all of the resources up, of course, that's always the big thing, is getting all of your resources . This is very surprising to hear from you right now. Hold up.
Blocking my Wi-Fi on everywhere, jamming. How do you get through to it, man? Like,
sorry?
you like push something so far. Hell, I mean, every kind of crime is being broken, man. Shit. But I'm not gonna report it like I don't care about. Damn.
Sorry, I'm lost. I don't know what's going on.
Radio signals wiping like BIOS and hard drives, man. I don't know. I still include the computer, but
could you explain quickly again just how you caught this person? You said that you had this bad actor.
Yeah, I didn't have a passport.
Yeah, I understand that you didn't have a passport. Yeah, no, but that's not the question. How did you catch this person? Like, how did you catch them?
The CD drive.
The CD drive.
That's yeah, and then I just, backtraced it. Well, I figured, I googled like CD drive, they did it, so.
Sorry, CD. You mean like the DVD drive on your computer?
Yeah, I don't have a DVD drive. I would give away.
I'm confused. I'm still confused.
I mein, you analyze ports stuff. You analyze every incoming, outgoing, and then you can see like what kind of I've got it all, dude. So, damn it, dude. How do you get through somebody that? Well, shit, dude. If anything happens to me, man, yeah. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, I would have stopped that the first time I called. Oh. Holy shit. I will not record again. It's just, damn. So I gotta go clean this computer out. I don't know. Do you have any damage control? Any ideas? Really?
I just, okay, so yesterday you made the claim that that somebody, your neighbor, was hacking your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's my neighbors. Whatever.
Okay, and then today you said that you caught them, you said something about a CD drive and BIOS and command prompt. What was it exactly that tipped you off?
The CD drive, yeah. Well, I mean, I saw the parts first. But then what they got in is the BIOS. And the radio signal in. So, you flash a BIOS, right? So that's what they... Oh, shit. So you just flash a BIOS with really strong power. Or directed power, so...
Yeah, but what does this? How does it? Sorry, you said CD drive, like something about a CD drive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, CD drive. I don't know, some kind of trick on the internet. Like I googled CD drive hacks, and then there's like something about flashing in. I guess that's how I figured out. So, fucking knows, but dude. It's like 20 felonies, man.
Well, it's...
I don't get what's going on.
I don't either, and I'd like to understand. I'm just...
I'll show you all that later. What I can tell you though is, if you go to public places now, like password your BIOS and stuff like that, I don't know. I never really did it.
I just make sure that my stuff never leaves my possession, Yeah. But you're talking about radio waves, and you've got me lost.
Oh, you flash a BIOS, and radio signals are the most basic form for computers. I mean, most people don't even think they have them. Even iPhones have radio signals in them, but most of them they're hidden away with no actual application, but you can still activate them. So it's like, and then I type radio on your computer, and you can actually see access for radio, and that's like the most basic form, and you can, yeah, I didn't know that. So every kind of incoming, you kind of just go through them all. So, or you can just analyze the ports. But.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear you're going through this trouble.
Security is my number one thing to finish. Yeah. Yeah, you password your BIOS and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, you can flash BIOS, so I don't know how you protect that. But, I mean, you get strong enough thing is what's going on, so who knows. But dude, if anything happens to me, man, you heard it here first, so this is nuts, dude. After 10, 15 felonies, you usually want to stop. So, this is, 20, 25 years, it's a business laptop with a $200,000 system on it. business system that's getting integrated on the website at the moment. I mean, I finished the system, all the services and everything. I'm just putting it on there now. I have everything done, dude. So.
That's good.
It's like, good. Well, $200,000, dude. That's no joke if it gets hacked. So, I mean,
yeah.
I think it's like 13,000 hours almost, dude. And put into it 12,000 or 13,000 maybe. I don't know, whatever it is. Like 12.8 something. So it's a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I can replicate this company to any kind of company, right? If you ever do a company, let me know, because we could just copy everything. The tech stack's not complete, though. I still need, like, a few more things. But, I mean, in due time, because each one of them's, like, extra $20 a month. Like, some sites have, like, security checks, and it's actually good for, what is it, like, SEO. So I think Salesforce has like a security check for all their servers. You could just check them. Like documents. Dude, I looked at Salesforce, by the way, that $1 billion company. Is it billion? I don't know. But they run all their stuff off open source and just personalize it. So, is that crazy? Like, each open source thing's just customized for an application of their own. I didn't know that, and I'm like, dude, we could do something like that.
Maybe.
It's really cool. And they just customize the front end of it. If there's their own like design or, you know, whatever kind of programming language they use. It's so awesome. Like, and they just, you know, API or like they webhook it, you know, and they just customize their own like parameters. Yeah, you know how easy that is, right? I mean, well, you get done in a month or two, but, and then you just sell, like, subscription model it, like, you get the idea, right? I mean, you could do anything in the world, man. I mean,
yeah.
50 million is easy. It's just, what do you want to do and what's going to push you to keep growing that company's question. So, but you need, like, partners for that kind of money, so.
Yeah, I bet.
I couldn't do it all alone. One sales, one tech, one operations, one marketing. Or, yeah, one creative, I guess. And that would do it, like the 4 structures. Sales just keeps hiring more sales. Like the VP, they run metrics, they run growth, they onboard, you know, they keep content running. So, it's pretty neat, dude. But anything you want to do, get it. But hey, all those are nuts, man. Protect your bio and stuff. But have a good night, man. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Good night. Good luck.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye-bye. What a surprise. Hey, nothing broke though, huh? I hope nothing broke. Maybe things are super, like, completely fucked right now. That's possible too. Just, I don't know. I'm just moving along like. Very, very interesting. All I can say is, man, there's still so much to do. There's always more to do. And I don't know, I want to get, so the ultimate vision, at least for this spreadsheet thing, is just to feed in the data automagically, right? Have this nightly thing that just runs. Or it doesn't even have to be nightly. It could be triggered by something else, like, yeah. There are ways to pick up when the broadcast has ended. One fairly trivial way is to look at my email inbox and look for the time that this email hits. And then you can have these really, really small responses, tiny amounts of data just getting shuttled around. This is, it's a little crazy, I know. Like, wow, you've got this database. Yeah. Database is, this thing exists just to make it easier to find stuff that's relevant. The real goal is still this 24-hour loop. And in order to hit this 24-hour loop goal, I need to get the social media postings nailed down to the point where they take so little marginal effort that it's like, why am I not doing that? Today, what I've got, I want to bring this back up. I want to do this again. Let's disable for the current app. Can we do this? Yeah, we can. Okay. Da 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 da. Bum ba bum. Ba 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 ba. I wonder if this is gonna work. I hope it works, man. I think it's working. Yeah, this still works. Okay, great. Good. Boom. Alright, so just doing a quick check, you're looking at my laptop screen with me, yeah? Good, okay. So I took this photo the other day when I took receipt of the pictures. And, iPhone 8 Plus, all I've done so far, applied this lens correction. Pan around a little bit. There doesn't seem to me to be any real point on which to straighten it out. It's fine, as shot. I don't fuck around with this stuff very much. The most that I tend to do with mine, yeah, I don't normally fuck around with it. So sometimes I like to play with the automatic settings, just because I'm very lazy, and we'll do this. I'll just hit auto and see what it does. Hey, it smoothed out some of these curves a little bit. These levels, I mean, not curves. So it makes the red a little peakier, drops the blue a little, and generally just smooths it out. And why not? I'm lazy, why not just do that? Right? Well, I guess the one reason not to do that is because it makes this look gray. Now these two pieces have turned to look gray. And they were not gray. They were in fact white. So, fuck it, I'm not even gonna hit those. Instead, just pop this open. And I do like hitting it with the curves. I'll just do the basic linear contrast. Make things pop a little bit. Whoops. Fucked up on my keyboard. See? Boom. Boom. Gives the wood a little bit more life to it. Ta-da! Super simple. Where do I want to save this? I don't know. To be safe, let me switch back over to my... Let me switch... Should be back on the cam. And... No. I do like being able to apply lens corrections. It's this subtle thing. It's super subtle, but I'm a real purist when it comes to it. I don't fuck with filters. And I'm still trying to... I need to take notes on this whole process. Posting to social media, I'm sure somebody else has notes on this shit. Somebody else has... And I would do well just to go figure out what do they do. I don't know. I barely know what I'm doing. But I'll put this as a... We can use a couple of different file formats. Yeah. We'll use a couple different file formats. Upload these little tests. Not. Why not? I'm gonna do all of that some other time. For now, I'm just gonna do this converting. Yeah. So they had this old thing. I'm old school web. Hey Daniel. Thanks. I'll look through the chat archive. I promise. And then if there's something that I missed out on, which let me ping you guys on Discord. Sleep well, man. Catch you in the... I think part of the trouble is that I output thing at this like super juicy resolution. I'm really awful when it comes to doing things for the web. I never really think in this mobile first context. Like, it'll be fine with, you know, and it's approach things, right? Especially to hit in mass market. That's why I'm not getting paid to do marketing, because I'm clearly very bad at it. Anyways, that's going out. Let's kill this one. Just verifying. Okay, looks good. Looks good. I like it. I think that's it. I think it outputted, and now that it's out, let's quit it. Don't save the changes because there weren't any changes to commit. Everything was just saved in XMP. Oh god, it's bright. That's it though. I mean, things are getting there. I guess the one thing that I ought to do, that I really ought to do, since during the day I'm just kind of like staring at documentation and trying to clumsily code, trying to get good at writing code. Which I truly don't believe it's the best use of my time, but I really don't think it's the best use of my time. But it's an important skill to have. It's a tough one, you know? Like, God, there's so many important skills. There's so many of them. Fuck it, I'm gonna keep investing in it, because I'm getting paid to learn it. Worst case scenario, I get to become a software developer somewhere. But I'm not gonna do that. Just trying to write some code for my own sake. code to save my sanity. Jesus, there's so much to do. Okay, next thing. Okay, I think it's here. First, today's is from here. Let me start with this. What's this? Okay, start with this. Are we finished here? I think we're finished there. What I would like to do is simple. Simple. We'll use a character counting tool. And we're going to copy pasta this and say count, and that's 3440. And then we copy pasta this. Whoop. Whoop. Okay, that's why I'm having trouble. 3440 versus 3312. That's not much better. What's going on here? I think I need to look at both of these a little more deeply. A little deeper, a little more deeper. And if we go to the really bottom, I think this is it. No. There must be one more somewhere. Where's my very first template? Oh, okay, here it is. Found it. So I have things set up such that in cell C2, everything starts. And I'm really curious if I can, instead of this, I can do this, right? Data value, resize row. Oh, okay, here. It's so much better. Golly, I'm stupid sometimes. Alright. That's good. Resize rows, we're gonna specify, they're all defaults now. Jesus Christ, now I can actually see. Wow, alright, now I can actually consume this. Lord, it was so bad earlier. The things that I do to myself. Things I put myself through, that I put other people, try to put other people through sometimes. So the boilerplate is right here. The very first one is the boilerplate. This one up top is the finalized output. So I'm going to toss this down. This is a D10, and it's still D10. And actually, I like that there. I might even bold it, or put a box around it or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think eventually we'll get to the point where we're using visual elements more and more. Right now it's just numbers and letters and stuff, and hey, good luck, figure it out. You're smart, go figure this out. We got some lookups and stuff, and I think that if we go back here, now that I figured out that really basic step, and Jesus, what the hell was I thinking? Sometimes I don't even, like, am I trying to make life difficult on myself? Why is this? Yeah, don't fit to data, thank you. Alright, those are all clear, confirmed, and let's throw this all away. Just keep things simple. So, we got two boilerplates to look at, and I think that we've got the benefit of some historical shit. Always helpful. Always helpful. And what else? How is it breaking all of this apart? Oh, right. Because it's all coded. It's all coded, and that helps. I think that from here on out we get a little smarter. Things like named ranges, maybe. I don't know if that's actually too helpful. It may be useful in some contexts. I don't know. I never really fucked with named ranges. I think some people really like them. Also, why are there people watching? What the hell happened? What the hell happened that would make people want to watch? There's no Binks raid, is there? So this is just further reading. It's lacking. This is all automatic. Social media copy pasta and copy pasta. I spend a lot of time in my day-to-day just kind of looking at things and then slowly pondering how I want to make them better. Okay, so here's one, and I want to get a lot faster at this. Like, just at every little fucking thing I do. Boo, monkey foo, hey. It's been a minute, how have you been? I don't know if it's me or you. I think it's me. I haven't been around very much. I'm sorry, I hope you didn't miss me too much. Alright, so we got these two things to look at, side by side. The first, we've got a one-liner up top. I think that's the only real change. I think it's the only real change. Everything else looks fine. It's like, it flows. It tells you what's going on. Oh, okay, right. I think I know what it is. No, I don't know what it is. I have no idea what the difference is. Working. As usual. I'm gonna look at something real quick. Just as a kind of test to see if this is working right. Is this how I do it? No. I go like this. Search, find, in files. Add a folder. I want to add, I wonder if it'll let me do two. Add a folder. I don't think it'll let me do two. I think it only lets me do one at a time. Okay, so, alright, work. This code is my code. Oh yeah, okay, so we talked, I don't know when exactly this came up because I'm still working with a pretty shitty system. I started putting together something much better. Like a lot better than this garbage. Mostly Python with JSON data. Dude. Can I learn from you? Five years, 3 job hops. I suck. I'm gonna start pushing code. I'm gonna start pushing what I've been doing. It's all just like highly procedural crap, garbage, and yeah, I could use some help. I don't know if you have bandwidth for it. Nice, fixing the Hackintosh. I made one of those back in like think we were on 10 point. It was like leopard or just regular leopard. It was way back in the day. It was on a AMD 64 box. I still have the CPU inside of my closet at home. My first rig. This was probably back in like 06 or 07. I did it once. I thought, okay, this is kind of neat, and then I never tried it again. Instead, the first laptop I got, the first laptop that I ever picked up new was a Mac. Got the 15.4-inch MacBook Pro back in 07 for college. Drove it for 4 years as my daily driver. Then moved over to an 11.6-inch MacBook Air, and now I'm on the 12-inch MacBook. And they're nice. At work, they gave me a 13.3-inch. Oh, it's okay. They gave me the MacBook Air, current generation. That's kind of neat. The Touch ID is really cool. No shit. Jumped to Mojave too quickly. Rolling back to High Sierra to an Apple driver's drop. Yeah. Why not? So why not? Do you own a Mac as well, or do you just have like one primary rig? Oh shit, you were here just earlier. i7 6700K, GTX 970. That sounds pretty good. You were just on that forum. Oh, that's nuts. No, that's not yours. That's not your chair. That's not your chair. What the fuck? It was somebody else's battle station or whatever. They were showing off their setup. Oh yeah, there's of course an easier way to look. Sorry, I know this is kind of strange, but I was going over the chat history and I realized I need to pick your brains, most likely. I don't know, I could afford, it would probably help me to pick your brains. Let me go back over what I have so far though. Mostly Python with JSON data structures. Damn, I have so much, like this thing keeps repeating, it's so broken. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh, okay, so this was ages ago, ages ago. Blow parts kits and stuff, yeah, fucking ages ago, dude, holy fuck. Yeah, like, alright, cool. Yeah, so anyhow, the past couple of days, I've been putting some time into my trying to bolster my programming abilities, figuring, okay, if I improve my technical skills, my technical competencies, then it'll probably help me as far as the job, right? But it's weird. The whole data science angle is like it's huge, right? You're working to to some degree. You've got to be a programmer, or maybe not truly like developer, more just like you've got to be able to hack some stuff together, right? And work with a couple of be able to work with existing libraries, maybe write some custom stuff, and then like keep on learning. And then you've got to be able to interface with people inside of the business, understand, okay, what's the data doing, what exactly do the people need, right? So there's a bit of many different hats. As far as I understand, I'm still really fresh at this. So past couple of days, I've been trying to build up some scripts to make my life a little easier. And so far, like the amount of time I've invested into writing these scripts just to pull back the little bit of data I can get from Twitch API, and trying to parse chat. Like it's been slow, very tedious, and the thing I've written is really garbage, right? But like I'm so bad at this that even if I wanted to optimize outside of just breaking some stuff off into like functions, here's the thing: I don't even know what I should make into a function and what I should just leave as this more procedural thing. Right? If it's just calling a method, do I bother with it? Like putting it into a function? I don't know. Anyways, so maybe this weekend I want to start pushing it like onto a repo. And gotta get comfortable working with Subversion and my whole Git tools. I'm so bad with the machines that I downloaded GitHub Desktop. And it pushes all sorts of weird shit, like hidden directories up. It's awful. It's been awful, but you know, I'm trying. I'm struggling along. There's this thing that I would like to build. Maybe you have some availability, I don't know. Or at least you can, I mean, if you have, you know, a small amount of availability, I'd really appreciate your eyes on it from time to time. And just general thoughts. And if you have more availability, I don't know, maybe it's interesting to you and then we can talk more. I guess that's probably the best way to approach it. But I do need to push it and actually otherwise it's just like, man, I'm so bad I don't even know what I need to fix. Classes interact with objects and functions, perform actions on the data. It's a good way to organize it. Sure. Okay. Yeah, so I guess I just think in terms of like, hey, this is a script, and this is a script, and this script does this one job. It hits this API, and then it pulls all of the data. I added a little flag in it too, right? But it's not an argument that you pass at runtime. It's actually this thing that I hard coded into the thing. So yeah, anyways, so this little flag, you can either get the most recent page of results, or you can go get all the results available in the system as deep as it goes. So I used the as deep as you can go for both, just to make sure it was all working. And yeah, I've done the thing. the math heaviness in data science, maybe it's there. Because I guess if you're getting into more machine learning, yeah, there's the whole linear algebra component, and that scares some people off, I think. But it's also, again, if you're just using existing stuff, it's not so bad. It's more like, okay, can you read through the documentation and just keep trying until it works, or ask somebody else that has more knowledge. Can you Google? Maybe I would do well just to take a, like, self-teach one of these classes, basic Python class. Probably be helpful. Like the first two sessions would be boring, but then the rest, the whole object-oriented programming, yeah. Anyways, I need to get better. Udemy helped you the most? Right on. Yeah. So, I'm fortunate in that stuff that I'm looking at on the worst case, I'm looking at, okay, it's not accurate. So the worst case thing that I'll probably have here is every single line of chat that I've ever captured. And I may pull from yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's probably the worst case is every single line of chat that's ever happened in my channel that I personally have retained. And I've retained a pretty good amount. It goes back pretty far, so that's like, I don't know how many lines. It's nothing too bad. The Redux. It's not that heavy. None of the stuff I deal with is too heavy. Personal stuff, right? Because like most people, most regular computer user people don't generate that much shit. The heavy stuff is always the photos and the videos. Right? They usually don't have too much data that you can just tabulate. And I happen to generate a lot of data that lends itself very well to being tabulated. I like tables. But I'm also a lot more comfortable just working with Excel than I am thinking of everything in terms of pandas data frames. Just I'd like to grow more comfortable with it, but as of right now, like I would much rather slice strings than go to regex, and I would much rather work in Excel than in pandas. A lot of people are heavy in AWS. I don't know who I would use ultimately. But yeah, ultimately databasing is going to be a thing. Right now it's just, like dude, right now I'm just thinking super greedy about this. Hey, I want to free up just a little bit of my time. You know, and then build up the skill set a bit. you missed the... It's not really a tour. I was just kind of poking around inside of my master sheet. I have a table that I keep up in the cloud. It's got a whole bunch of my sessions. Like, most of my broadcasts are up there inside of this table, and I pulled the data for the remaining stuff. I could cross-reference for days and find it all, but you know, a lot of it's useless. A lot of it's just scrap. The most important stuff is the last 60 days, because I don't have local recordings. Right, and right now I'm building up this tremendous house of cards. It's really scary. Like, if you look at my Twitch channel, you'll see at the moment it's got something like 580 videos. So it's a really weird number. It's a really fucking big number for a Twitch channel. Doesn't matter how big the channel is. It's just a absurd number of videos to have on Twitch. Nobody does this. And I need to get away from that stat. Right? I think I have a pretty good way of getting away from it. And it's just... But it's about reducing the amount of actual rooting around I have to do. Right? Developing a thing that will work for me, and then start pushing it out. The really low-level stuff, low-value add activities, like, hey, I'm calling this low-value add, but it's actually kind of significant. Cold storage. Free cold storage for folks. Like, your 1080p video sequences, up to 1080p 60 FPS video sequences stored free of charge for you. And the best part of it, we don't pay for storage of this stuff either. That's all in your hands. I don't want it. That's your shit. I don't care about people's data. I just care about my own. So, I don't know, it sounds weird. Anyways, I need to push some code so that other people can look at it. Gotta practice what I preach. I know it's gonna help. I'll end up actually being able to move forward instead of trying to be this like solo genius. I'm no fucking genius, just some other guy on the internet. Oh yeah, Free Slack does have a scroll back limit. It's what, 10,000 messages? I've spun up a couple. They ran it. Wanted to keep it. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, I am very silly. I'm gonna do this. Oh, what? That's stupid. GTFO. Whoa, what the fuck? Hello? Alright, that was really, really weird. Super perplexing. think that worked. Okay, cool, that worked. Yeah, I think somebody's view botting me. There's no way in hell there are 11 people just watching, with 10 of them opting out from the little geolocation thing. No way. But it's all good. Holy shit, it's already 1:38 a.m. How long have I been here? $2. Yeah, let me get the fuck out of here. I need to brush my teeth and go sleep. Tomorrow is a new day. So I guess this is what we'll do. Push some code and expose just how bad I am at coding. Like, I'll push stuff that doesn't even fucking work. Right? But there's some little floating parts here and there that do things. I've been spending a lot of time in IPython. So push some stuff. And do it live. Yeah, do more shit live. I'm gonna spend some time tomorrow, I think, just in my room. Because this is a place I rarely actually come to now. Like, I'm pretty much not here anymore. It's weird. It's super fucking strange. Again, a lot of changes from last semester. A lot of changes. I'm gonna go out on this just to test something out. Don't come if you don't want to. Look, I'll catch up with you again soon. I gotta go rest. It's been a night. I hope you're doing well out there. Until the next time, take care.